Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the minutes. Are there any objections for the August 5th meeting minutes?
Yes, I have a correction.
Okay.
Page 9, under item 5A, the motion is to hire Krista Hoffman as program manager at a salary of $4,380. I think we need to add a zero to that.
Yeah, she would probably appreciate that.
Yeah.
$43.80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for clarity. Page 11,
Uh-huh.
number 10. At the bottom, did we say $1 period or $1 per single family, $1 per month?
One per each.
One, okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to clarify.
All right. With those changes to the minutes, or if there are no other objections, they are approved as written with the one change. Approval accounts payable for August 12, 2021 for the amount of $528,060.60. If there are no objections, that is approved. Accounts payable for August 19, 2021 for $383,198.40. If there are no objections, that is approved. Approval of manual checks. August 13, 2021, an amount of $153,605.08. If there are no objections, that is approved. Approval of manual checks for August 20th on 2021 for the amount of $255,965.74. If there are no objections, that is approval of payroll. August 5th, 2021, an amount of $256,771.33. If there are no objections, that is approved.
I have a correction.
I'll go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
What I found in my packet, and I think it's right by the payroll date, it should be for July 22nd.
It is actually August 5th.
It is.
What we received from payroll has an error of July 22nd.
Okay.
To confirm that it is the August 5th payroll.
Okay,
It just
good.
says July 22nd. They submitted both payrolls, the one for July 22nd and the one for August 5th, and they both had July 22nd. So we were able to confirm that they are both, that it
Okay,
is for August.
all right.
All right, we're good? All right. No, if there are no objections, it's approved. August 13th, 2021, amount of $322,412.94. If there are no objections, that is approved. All right, we're gonna move on to item number 1, Angie Banks, assessor approval of exoneration. Angie's probably online, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, ma'am. The floor is.
Okay. Okay, I have 5 exonerations. The first one is in our 2021 personal property book, Shepherdstown District. Taxpayer did not own the 2016 Toyota Highlander. The assessed value is $11,600. The tax amount is $281.79. The applicant is Amy Cranford. Ticket number 315592.
I move to approve the exoneration of 315592.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
In our 2021 personal property book, Charlestown Corporation, taxpayer replaced the 2016 Honda CRV with a 2019 Honda CRV, but failed to make the change on their form. The assessed value is $8,800, tax amount $257.08, and they did get a new bill created. Taxpayer is Cindy Day, ticket number 305397.
I move to approve the exoneration of ticket number 305397. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
This next one is in our 2021 personal property book, Shepherdstown District. The taxpayer did not own the 2008 Saturn Vue, July 1st, 2020. Assessed value $1,400, tax amount $34.02. Applicant is Michael Nickerson. Ticket number 316703.
Move to approve the exoneration of ticket number 316703. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
In our 2021 personal property book, Cabletown District, the 2013 C boat was assessed at the incorrect value. The difference of the assessed value is $11,000, tax amount $267.21. The applicant is John Reese, ticket number 310905.
I move to approve the exoneration of ticket number 310905. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
This is the last one. It's in our 2021 personal property book, Shepherdstown District. The taxpayer did not own the 2013 Nissan Altima, July 1st, 2020. The assessed value is $2,800, tax amount $68.02. The applicant is Beverly Dobson, J&D's Club, Inc., ticket number 317651.
I move to approve the exoneration of ticket number 317615.
Correct that number.
317651?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, we're going to move on to interviews and appointments. Jefferson County Building Commission. It's 3 5-year terms ending July 27th, 2026. Do we have any applicants that want to interview for this or that are here?
We have Mr. Togan. He was a former member and he wanted to be reappointed, but we were able to get in touch with him concerning logging on to the meeting or coming in person, but he does wish to be reappointed, but he's probably not going to be here for an interview or, let me just check. The conference. He's not here, but he did tell us that he wanted to be real. And then we reached out to the other current, we have 2 vacancies after Mr. Togan's. One is Jeff Haymaker, who is also a former member, but he did not respond concerning his expiration. And then we have another position that's been vacant.
Well, I'll make the motion to appoint Larry Togans to a 5-year term on the Jefferson County Building Commission ending July 27th, 2026.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. All right, next we have Jefferson County Parks and Rec, 1 unexpired term ending June 30th, 2023. I think we had Deborah Allen, and I believe she was going to be online or maybe calling in.
I'm gonna try to move her over here. Just to make her. Ms. Allen? It says that you're self-muted. Ms. Allen? She's here, it says that she's not.
Okay. Well, so we can somehow connect with her online.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll try to.
I think I'm unmuted now, am I?
Yes, you are.
There we go. How are you doing?
Good. Technology.
Good.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Thank you for joining us. We noticed you applied for the Parks and Rec Commission.
Yes.
Just a question, what's your interest and what do you think you can bring to the table for the Parks and Rec Commission?
Well, my interest is I wanted to get back into doing some community service because, as you know, I served on the Jefferson County Development Authority Board for 4 years, and then I had to resign when I had a conflict. So I'd really like to get back into doing something in the community. I think that my years working on the authority and in law, I could bring to the table some of that experience and my experience working in real estate. And just my interest, I think I can bring to the table as well.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions for Ms. Allen?
No, I believe I remember her from Development Authority, so I'm comfortable moving forward.
All right. All right, I'll go ahead and move a motion to appoint Ms. Deborah Allen to the Parks and Rec Board for one unexpired term ending on June 30th, 2023.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you,
look
ma'am.
forward to it.
All right, next we have Jefferson County Community Criminal Justice Board, 1 3-year term for a citizen with a background in mental health care and service ending July 3rd, 2024.
And you have one applicant for that.
And that's Mayor Oxer.
Yes, and he will not be, he's not available to attend either in person or virtually.
Okay, and he does meet the qualifications?
He does, yeah.
Okay, I'll move to appoint Jim Oxer to the Jefferson County Community Criminal Justice Board. It's 1 3-year term for a citizen with a background in mental health care and services ending July 3rd, 2024.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
I think he'd be a really good one on that board
Yeah.
because of his
He does,
experience.
I know he does that background.
Yeah.
That arena. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move to agenda item number 5. I see Steve Holtz is here. Come on up, sir, and you can take a seat here. Thank you. Yes, sir.
So I'm here today to request permission to have the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office hire a full-time bailiff. We had a full-time bailiff resign back on July 20th, 2021, and we need to fill his position to keep our mission at the courthouse. We're moving to promote part-time bailiff Romulo Quezada to be a 70-hour employee at the rate of $15 an hour, and he would begin working in this capacity on September 7, 2021. We do have a list of potential part-time bailiffs, and the second part of this would be to hire a part-time bailiff to replace Romulo when he goes to full-time, and the Sheriff's Office would like to hire Keith Johnson to fill this position at a rate of $13 per hour to begin as soon as possible.
I do.
Can you tell us if with the resignation and moving one up the ladder and then replacing the part-time, is this all going to be budget neutral? You're telling us rate per hour, but you're not telling us their salaries. We don't know this.
I believe it's going to be at the worst budget neutral.
We want that to be the best.
Okay, well, how about we have this? How about we have, yeah, we'll break the shelf and this. Yes, there you go. Cool.
So just to kind of give you a little bit of history on this, the department actually is not authorized for this many full-time bailiff positions. Back in 2019, we did provide them with 3 temporary positions to bring us back into compliance with federal and state law because some of the employees were actually working more than 20 hours per week without authorized positions. So I didn't actually find out about this request until Tuesday when Deborah sent it to me. And while I was at the sheriff's office for a different matter, I did actually speak with the chief bailiff and Sheriff Hansen, and they both indicated to me that they are still having an issue with bailiffs for a couple of reasons. One has to do with primarily the fact that the tax office has moved over to the judicial building, and they're now processing customers coming in and out of the judicial building that they didn't have before. Before it was just employees coming in for court. The other issue that they're facing is COVID. The bailiffs are now having to screen more people that are coming into the building for temperatures to make sure they have masks and things like that. Those are not things that they had to screen for in the past. So I would recommend that we continue the temporary full-time bailiff position at least through the end of the fiscal year. It would be budget neutral because they were temporarily funding. We were temporarily funding this position in a full-time capacity. But I just want to make sure it's clear to the department that they're not actually authorized for this many full-time bailiffs.
All right. And what was Romulo's first name?
Romulo, that is his first name.
What was his last name?
Quezada, Quezada.
And you said through the end of the.
And I could be saying that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
I don't have it.
Okay. All right. I want to go ahead and move a motion to approve Romulo Quezada for a full-time position for $15 an hour starting September 7th, 2021.
And I'll second that and just emphasize that this is a temporary hiring of a full-time bailiff.
Through the end of the fiscal year.
Yeah.
Right, and just to reassure anybody who's moving into this position, we would not lay off anybody. We would eliminate the position for attrition, which is what we are currently doing with the three that were temporarily approved in 2019. I believe this is the last of the three.
Okay.
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 Is this sort of for all three positions still?
Right now, they currently have 4 positions that are filled. This would have been, in fiscal year 16, they were authorized for 2 full-time positions. I'm not sure where the third one came from, but in 2019, we gave them 3 more. So at one point, they were up to 6. We eliminated 2 last year through attrition. So this will be the third of the 3 that were added in 2019. So they will be down to 3 full-time positions once this one is eliminated through attrition.
Okay. All right. All right. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the hire, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimously. And also I want to move a motion to hire part-time bailiff Keith Johnson at $13 an hour. I know they want to start as soon as possible. Should we have a date definite or how should just as soon as possible? Will that work for the finance?
I believe, do they need to have a date
They're part-time?
for part-time? They typically hire a block of full-time employees, so they'll come to us sometimes with anywhere from 5 to 10 employees and say, we'd like to hire these part-time employees.
But we don't,
Is-
I was just asking maybe the date of the motion, just start date.
Yes, they would need a start date for this particular employee if he's not currently employed.
Okay. All right.
So what?
What date should we use to start?
I think he's gonna, be putting 2 weeks notice in where he's working currently. So I think we would have to go at least 2 weeks out.
Okay. So
September 2nd.
September 2nd or September 6th is a Monday.
Yeah, let's do 6th if that's okay.
Okay, all right. I'll restate my motion to hire a part-time bailiff Keith Johnson for $13 an hour. Start date to be approved on September 6th, 2021.
Second.
Any discussion?
It's Labor Day, yeah.
Oh,
We should probably amend to the 2nd.
Can we do any, do you have to have an actual date or can you do like anything after September 6th?
Yeah, let's just do anything after.
Anything,
September 1st.
anytime after September
September
6th.
1st.
That's-
Yeah, I like that.
That'll leave it flexible.
Yeah.
I'll amend my motion to the start date to be anytime after September 6th then. All right. We had a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thanks.
All right, thank you. I can give you tomorrow, if that's okay.
You got something?
Yeah, but I'm talking tomorrow.
All right, cool.
Thank you, sir.
All right, good deal. 6:20, we'll go ahead and move to public comment. Do we have anybody signed up online?
Not yet. If there's anybody who would like to make public comment, you can use the raise your hand icon, or you can send me a message, and I will unmute you to make public comment.
And And we'll also open up for the floor in here too. So if you want to make public comment, come on up here and state your name, and you'll have 3 minutes.
Thank you. I've got that.
Yes, sir. You have 3 minutes. You want to state your name and
Yes, my
And,
name
and,
is,
and tell us, if you could also state your address, be good too.
my name is Gene Still, Genestilp, living at 1550 Fishing Creek Valley Road, above Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. This is a request for the, to have an educational demonstration in front of the courthouse on September 15th, or a day that we can mutually arrive at. And there'll be a speech, it'll be a small demonstration, one person, myself. And also there'll be a photographer there, videographer there. And the idea here is to, besides the speech, the idea is to have consumed in a trash can, in a galvanized can, 3 flags, as described in the note in the letter here. One is a Trump flag with a Confederate flag on one side, and a Trump flag on the other side. The other one is a Trump flag with an old Western hammer circle flag on the other side. The other one is a flag with a combined fascist flag on one side, the Trump flag on the other side. And they are there because of Trump's powerful value system of racism, bigotry, hatred, white supremacy, religious intimidation, ethnic intimidation. The event will also call attention to the effort to prosecute Trump for his criminally negligent homicidal actions he took while president that resulted in pandemic deaths. Trump reckless disregard for science and medical leadership increased pandemic death rates. So simple demonstration on September 15th at 11 o'clock. It's all that we're saying, and with all the how should I say it, by abiding by the Charlestown Fire Code and moving forward on that. That's a simple thing. So I know you can't discuss this tonight, but I'd like to hear from you at your earliest possible, your thoughts your earliest possible convenience. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do we have anybody else who wants to speak in the audience?
Yeah.
Hey, come on. So we got you and David Ross. Okay. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Rob.
Hi, good evening. My name is Chief Ross L. Morgan with the Jefferson County Fire Department. At the County Commission meeting held on September 29, 2016, 3 members of the State Fire Commission met with the County Commission over the dispute of dispatching issues of the new CAD. Coming out of the executive session, it was explained to everyone in the meeting room that a positive decision was made by the County Commission to settle this. I simply thanked them for just making this decision, but also reminded them that as long as the root of the problem, which is Director Jeff Pazinski, still existed, then the problem will continue to exist. And was I ever right? Moving forward to July of 2017, the fire chiefs received a letter from the Deputy Director of Communications about the response plan module. In the last sentence in the letter stated, quote, "Have no timeline for the implementation of, but our goal is within the last quarter of 2017, end quote. Today, Thursday, August 19, 2021, 4 years, 1 month since that letter, and still no response plan. In May of 2021, I was told that the CAD vendor, Spillman, was being hired to help get this plan in operation, but a contract did not be signed until July of 2021 due to money being available for the fiscal year. So on July 25th of 2021, I reached out to the county administrator for an update. On July 28th, I received an email back from Stephanie that stated that they were working on finalizing an agreement with a third-party vendor and wanted to know if I would like to meet with them prior to signing of the contract. On July 30th, 2 days later, I replied back and advised there was no need for me to meet prior to the agreement, but definitely would like to speak with the vendor and explain our expectations and to learn more about the plan. August 6th, 2021, again, reached out to the county administrator about a meeting with the vendor, and as of today, still no response. This is very typical of both Director Pazinski and the county administrator, which is no communication. Over the past 10 years, issues just like the response plan has occurred, such as taking an average of 3.5 to 5 minutes to dispatch a structure fire, which is still happening as I speak. Still, no firm policy on the tax channel issue. The programming of radio for the Washington County, but it was finally resolved after several years. Also answering the Metro channel for receiving requests for fire and EMS services from out-of-county mutual aid. The list goes on and on. I could take you all for an hour. And the only thing that this commission can come up with the last meeting is with leadership training. What a joke. Why is the county administrator and others protecting Jeff Pazinski? Does he have something on everyone? The communication center is imploding at a fast pace with the high turnover of employees. And no, it's not all about the money. It's also about the environment that the director has created. I am sick of the lies. I'm sick.
I appreciate it. If you can finish.
Yeah, I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of the procrastination of everything that is requested. I'm sick of the fact that the citizens of Jefferson County, not to mention the thousands of visitors that travel through here, have to suffer because of total dereliction of duties that continues to happen. It is time to fire Director Jeff Pazinski, and it'd be a good idea to look into the same with the county administrator. If there is any news media folks here this evening, please feel free to contact me, because it's time for the public to know the truth.
Do you have anybody else? I had two other hands. Whoever wants to come up.
Mr. President, I would hope you would keep to the 3-minute time limit for everyone and give someone else an unfair advantage. Thank you, sir.
Go ahead, sir. If you state your name, and you certainly have 3 minutes.
Thank you. My name's Mike Tolbert, on West Washington Street in Charlestown. Good evening. The packet, hopefully we can do it really quickly. Page 1. I'd like to petition you to begin your search for a government office complex in downtown business district, Charlestown. Go to page 2. Request that you utilize the existing underutilized block where the county services are now occurred. And page 3, construct a modern office complex behind the outside facade of the existing courthouse and other several buildings. That's my attempt to draw that from the air. Page 4 is the most famous example of a major renovation, and that was the White House during the Truman years. Page 5 are just some details, some options, and some money-making benefits of this. Page 6, a little bit of history, background. Jefferson County is on its 4th courthouse, 3 of them in Charlestown. 2 of them in the state of Virginia, 2 of them in the state of West Virginia. A little more background, page 7. As you know, 1801, the 4 lots, not the blocks that touch Washington and George Street, were deeded to the inhabitants of Charlestown for the use of public buildings by Charles Washington's family. Page 8, courthouse has been a steady, been on that block, though the other 3 have changed things, what's occurred on them. But page 8, as you know, the United States has seen their share of federal treason trials. Charge defined in Article 3, Section 3, Clause 1 of the U.S. Constitution. Aaron Burr of Hamilton fame probably being the most famous, but most occurred during and after World War II, including, as we all know, Tokyo Rose and Access South being the most famous. Charges on state treason are very rare. Trials when those charges are even rarer. The most famous state treason trial was held here in courthouse number 2. Commonwealth of Virginia versus John Brown with state treason charges as one of the charges against Brown, as well as 2 of his war captured raiders. Often forgotten about this trial. It was one of the biggest trials in the United States at that time. But
Finish up.
the most famous person that it brought here of many was the assassin of Abraham Lincoln, John Wilkes Booth, who spent a lot of time in Charlestown. Quite a bit written about him and doing guard duty out in front of the jail. The other page, just talking about how Courthouse 2 was later destroyed during the Civil War. Courthouse 3 was in Shepherdstown. The battle between Charlestown and Shepherdstown led to Courthouse 4, which we have today, which is about 150 years old. And from that came the second most famous state treason trial, which is the Battle of Blair Mountain trial of 1922. So,
Thank you. All right, David?
David Tabb, Jefferson County resident, 107 Tabb Lane, Harpersburg, West Virginia. Yeah, I bought the rate. I bought a whole lot of other stuff too. And y'all guys have not made good decisions with it. I have a lot more better things to do with my time than being here today. I'm going to the second funeral viewing in a couple minutes. One of my older brothers is in the hospital in pretty bad shape in Montana. Spoke with him. Not good. Got better things to do. Your public comment is supposed to be at the beginning. You're supposed to have the agenda posted out front. Y'all think it's a joke. You don't want a flag where you're having a meeting. You don't want to have it posted where you have a meeting. Actually, there was a case, and it's coming up again, and you're all invited to the West Virginia Supreme Court. You sit here and make judgment on people while a previous public comment person who has saved literally thousands of people's lives, and you want to cut him off at 3 minutes. He's very well could be the person that saves your life or someone you know. More than likely he has. This is a atrocity. I have a whole lot more comments in here. You guys need to take this position serious. I've paid millions in taxes, withholdings. I've donated time, saved people's lives. Don't have to belong to a fire company to do that. It is our first and only defense when there's a tragedy. And you sit here and take money from the public, payroll, and work some less than 30 days a year. Really? This is ridiculous. So people are starting to stand up. I hope I had something to do with it. And then after I go to the viewing tonight, I'll go home and take care of my wife, who is in ill health. I came to reality about 3 weeks ago that the best that she's going to be for the rest of her life has already passed. But I'm still here, involved in the community, taking care of people, taking care of the jobs, fixing what needs to be fixed. It's time for y'all to fix what you're supposed to be doing or step down. Y'all have no say.
Do we have any more public comment? Hearing none, I think, just, you gonna check online?
We did, right.
Okay, all right. I know we have Nathan and Will here to move into executive session. I don't want to hold up Michelle. You're here for probably agenda item number 8. All right, you want to come forward? And then we'll jump to Will and Nathan. So we don't have to bring you back in. Will was just sitting on the hallway for.
Appreciate that.
Because I don't think what you have is going to take that long. This is something that I actually asked to be put on the agenda. And we had a lot of requests, just so y'all know, for when we sent out the first stipend, it didn't cover part-time folks. We have part-timers that work on the front lines that we just, it was, I think it was a mistake on our part. And because we have part-timers that work at the 911 center. We have some part-time ESA and bailiffs, a lot of bailiffs. I mean, they were certainly on the front lines during COVID. And that's one of the reasons I put this on the agenda for us to see if Michelle can come up with some sort of a plan to bring back to our next meeting so we can also take care of these employees. So I would like to leave it broad and maybe come, or if you have any ideas, I don't know the best way to do it, but if you have any ideas and you want to share at their next meeting, and we'll certainly do that. Or if you have some ideas now, maybe we will.
Yeah, I have some ideas now, just based on the fact that I saw it on the agenda. Some of the criteria will be the same as far as eligibility and days work requirements as far as the period goes. But because we're talking about part-time employees, I don't feel like a flat amount will work because some of those employees don't work as many as others. So the hourly rate that we paid to our full-time employees was about $1.44 per hour. So I think it would work best if we kind of prorated it based on the actual hours worked by those particular part-time employees. We would probably exclude any part-time seasonal or temporary employees. They probably wouldn't be eligible anyway because they're no longer employed. And then we would also not want someone to double dip. For example, we do have some full-time employees at ESA who work part-time for 911 and vice versa. So we would want to make sure that they've only gotten one stipend. So those are some of the things that I've been thinking about, and just looking at preliminary numbers from what we have in our system, and we have some preliminary numbers from ESA. I think it's going to be about 100 to 125,000 of the ARPA funding, to be a one-time spend out of there.
Do you have a formula that already works, or do you want to have some time and bring back and present?
I'd like to bring it back.
Okay.
Present it to you in 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But that's just kind of what I've been thinking about for the last couple of days.
Well, it sounds like a good plan. I'll just go ahead and move the motion to give you authority to go ahead and do that, to bring back a part-time stipend for a stipend for our part-time employees.
I'll second that. And it's a stipend from the
ARPA funding.
And it's from the
Yeah.
ARP funds.
Yeah.
To make sure,
Yeah.
yes. All right, we have a motion and second. Do we have any discussion?
Well, I think it's really, I'm initially very supportive of this with prorated for how many hours, because we know, part-time employees, we have some that are they're part-time.
And then we have
And then
some
others
almost
that are-
full part-time.
Yeah, right.
Yes, you're exactly right. So I think we have a scale that make it fair for everybody, and hopefully everybody be happy. Yep. All right, we have got to vote. Any more discussion, sorry? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Right, thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. All right, we're going to move back to the Nathan Cochran, Assistant Prosecuting, Assistant Prosecutor's our attorney. That's agenda item number 4. Nathan, if you'd like to tell us, obviously, I think we probably go into executive session, which items you want to talk about, which items you don't need to talk about. If you want to tell us which number, you certainly fire. And we'll make this right.
Under my agenda item number 5, I would like to discuss point number 2, the proposed solar tax amendment.
Being 4,
Agenda item number
5,
4, and he wants number 2.
number 2,
Agenda item number 5, isn't it?
No,
4.
Okay, I must be looking at it.
no, the
Oh, I
vote.
think Steve
Did they amend
wasn't
it?
added. to the original.
Steve, so it may have been- yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
okay, well, if it's current agenda item number,
Okay, you're right. You had me confused for a second.
sorry, I tend to do that. And that's one of my most prolific qualities. Nonetheless, under my item, I have point number 2, which is discussion of legal issues regarding the proposed solar tax amendment and the case numbers there. There has been some action by the judge, and we're in some legal advice about that. And then also point number 3, the Jefferson County Circuit Court action 2021 P125, and 4, the Jefferson County Circuit Court action 2021 CB. So I would recommend that we go into executive session for you to receive legal advice. Those issues.
All right, I'll move that we go into executive session to receive legal advice from our attorney on agenda items numbers 2, 3, 4. Number 2, civil action 21-C-46 through 50. Agenda item number 3 is civil action 221-P-125. And agenda item number 4 is civil action 2021-C-0109.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
You did
I
say
was
to
making sure I
receive,
did it right. I was
to
looking,
receive legal counsel.
yes, yes,
right,
I was looking at you, make sure.
I know.
Caleb, I sent you the number of
Yeah, I got it, Stephanie. Thank you.
Okay, you're good.
All right, welcome back. We have a motion to come out of executive session.
So moved.
I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Do we have any discussion or motions after coming out of executive session?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I want to make a motion to direct legal counsel to proceed as directed in civil action number CC-19-2021-C-33.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'm going to abstain. The motion carries 4-0.
No, I oppose.
What's that?
I oppose.
Oh, you oppose. Oh, you opposed it. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah.
Motion carries 3-1.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry about that. All right. All right, we're going to move on to approval of the 2021 Sheriff's Commission.
This is something that you're required to approve every year. The code section is in the package. So the sheriff is entitled under the law to a commission if he collects a certain percentage of taxes, and it's based on the percentage he collected. I did have Michelle Gordon review and ensure that the amount is correct, and it is. So, but as you'll see in the code section, it does require county commission approval. I think there was some misunderstanding in the sheriff's office, in the tax office, that I approved that commission, and I
Oh,
do
no,
not.
we vote on it.
Okay.
I'll make them.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just gonna say, so I see all the supporting the totals. Do we have a grand total?
It's 15,000,
15,000.
and it can never exceed 15,000.
Oh,
in the
okay. I
code
was just
section.
looking at all the individual sheets and I guess okay, I'm sorry.
I'll make the motion to approve the computation of the 2021 Sheriff's Commission.
I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Number 7, discuss joint meeting with Jefferson County Fire and Rescue Association, Jefferson County Commission, and Jefferson County Emergency Services Agency.
So this is we've been having meetings with fire and rescue, I would say probably over the past 2.5 years. I'm not sure why they want to have this meeting. I think the last couple of meetings, we left the ball in their court to, if they're interested in a fire fee, the next step is a petition. And we cannot initiate that petition, we cannot participate in getting the signature. However, if they do want to have a meeting, my advice to the commission would be to reach out to them, to have them prepare an agenda of what they want to discuss, and provide any documentation and anything that they would like to discuss, so that the commission can review it in advance and we can actually have an intelligent conversation about what they want to discuss. I would also suggest that that meeting be here in this room. The technology is better. If you recall, we had the last meeting, we did the best that we could to set up the virtual meeting, but I just felt like it didn't work as well as it would work in this room where we have the technology. You could have representatives from all 7 of the companies. They could come into this room in person, and then you know that you're talking with someone who's authorized to speak on behalf of those companies. And then we could use our platform, and anyone else who wanted to speak, we could just use the regular platform. That would be my suggestion for you, is to reach out to them to see what they want to discuss, if they have any documentation about what they want to discuss. Because I feel like as commissioners, being presented with information for the first time in a meeting, you can't react to it, you haven't had a chance to look it over. I feel like it would be a more productive discussion. And we've had meetings, and I feel like some of those meetings we end up having a little bit of the same conversation because we're not prepared to talk about whatever the topic is. So that would be my recommendation to the commission. You guys, of course, do whatever.
Yeah, the email I received from them was to discuss the ordinance that they're drafted, but I haven't seen a copy of it.
Okay.
So I agree with you. I like to maybe just go ahead and set a joint meeting on our next evening meeting, which will be September. Let me see the date. I'll have some stipulations with that too. September 16th. Move a motion to have a joint meeting, have them apply for it to be on the agenda with the Jefferson County Fire and Rescue Association and with the Jefferson County Emergency Services. And if they can supply us with the ordinance a week before, 2 weeks before?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like it 2 weeks before, but our agenda requires just 1 week.
Okay,
So if
so,
they could give it to us at least a week before.
so if they can supply us with the agenda a week before, we'll go ahead and schedule it here since we do have the technology. And then obviously if they have the ordinance, we can put it up on the screen and share it with individuals at home who can't make it because of obviously the concerns with COVID and the Delta variant. Okay. So I know it's a long motion, but do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. All right.
And then did you want me to reach out to Chief Morgan before him with that?
Yes, and ask them if they can fill out an agenda form, we'll have them here, and then if they can provide the ordinance at the same time too, that'd be great. All right, and then we did miss something. We took care of everything else on the agenda. Approval of FMLA, that is under the county administrator reports. We have to go back into executive session for
I
that.
would like it to be an executive session for personnel matters.
Sure. I'll move to go into executive session for approval of FMLA.
For personnel matters.
For personnel matters.
Second.
All right, any discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously, thank you.
Okay.
All right, we're coming out?
Yep.
All right, welcome back. We're back out of executive session. Anybody like to make a motion? Come out of executive session?
So moved.
Second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Okay, I'd like to go ahead and move to approve the FMLA request for county administrator.
I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank y'all. If there are no objections, we will adjourn. Thank you.
I don't know who it was to.